Hi everybody, it's Lisa. Welcome back to my kitchen. I hope you're all having a wonderful Thursday. So this is my second video for cooking this week. First of all, let me know if you're replaying, where you're replaying from, and if you're live, where you're live from. Where you at, basically. Okay. And also let me know if you're keto and if you have any questions. I've been doing this for about 3 years, so I guess you could say, I won't say I definitely have it all in the bag because I'm always learning new things, and I'm always getting tips from people. So if you have one, I'd love to hear that too. But I will say that, it's gotten a lot easier. I'm certainly not a beginner, I guess you'd say. All right, so I'm going to coat that down with a good amount of spray. I am making keto garlic and herb breadsticks today. Now this would be something perfect for, it makes 4, you could always double it, of course, but it's that time of the year where people are doing gatherings. Hello, Angela. And so this might be something that you would want to bring to a gathering with someone, a small gathering. If you're only doing 4, like I said, double it up if you're, doing more. All right, so we're going to start this. And I hope. And how are you today, Angela? Maybe this recipe will get you. Okay, so it's going to be half a cup of almond flour. And this is the kind I used. I just got it at Sam's. It's nothing special. I like the finely ground, though. Or finely sifted, excuse me. So, yeah, it makes it a little easier. Hi, Angela. Tired? Well, I'm sorry you're tired, but you do work the night shift. I hope you feel better. And if there's any breadsticks left, you can always feel free to come get one. So anyway, and it calls for half a cup of almond flour and mozzarella. So I had just done this up. I recommend that if you're pulling it out of the fridge, you get it to room temperature just to make it a little easier for yourself. Okay, and the next one is chopped parsley. This came straight from my kitchen garden. I'm pretty proud of that. I don't know if that makes any difference to you, but I thought it was pretty good. I never used to be really great at gardening, but then I decided to try it, and you never know when you're going to go up into something to your new level. And so that's what I'm working on this week, is bringing people to new levels, health-wise, financially, all that stuff. I have a couple of systems that I use. Keto has been great. I don't feel the bone lag, the bone aches, things like that you just, sometimes you just feel like, ugh. But I don't feel that anymore. I also have some nutrients that I'm using. Very easy to use, non-ingestible. And then I also have exercise that I do. And that's how I met Angela, as a matter of fact. She was doing her exercise. I was doing mine in the park, and we kind of got to talking one day. And, well, you never know where you're going to get your new friends from. Sometimes these little life changes just take you on an adventure that you never would have imagined. And it can be fun. All right. So it does call for an egg yolk. So I use this little, I've had this little egg separator from Tupperware for years, and I love it because it just perfectly fits across cups and stuff like that. Well, this one's really being stubborn. Come on. You can do it. Oh, there we go. Okay. And we're going to put that in. And we have 1 teaspoon of minced garlic. And I'm not going in particular order. And if you want the recipe, just put recipe in your comments and tag me. And I will PM it to you. I don't typically like to put it in the comments because it tends to get buried and lost. And that doesn't really help anybody. Let's see, I think I'm just going to mix this with a fork. It says blend it. You could probably use a mixer if you really wanted to. Oh yeah, I'm sure this will mix up just fine. Excuse the fingers. So, who else is having a busy holiday season? What are you all doing this year for it? I know things have been probably a little different for some. It's really weird. I think taking advantage of this time is good though, because I think with having the less amount of parties, you're probably going to put on less holiday weight. So maybe it's a good time to take a break from all the other things that we've been doing and to go ahead and just, work on maybe weight in between the parties. Or is anybody having a party? You're working extra. Okay. Why? Because people are on vacation, Angela? Okay. Sometimes you just have to put your hands in it. Now this is going to Xenia, no. Another country heard from. No. No. So some of you probably saw my video yesterday with Xenia in it. And she is making progress of her own, like most people. No. Well, I won't say like most people. I'm sorry, like some people. She's had a lot of trauma in her life. And we've had her for 2.5 years. So we were kind of thinking that that would work out. And so we've resorted to using a dog trainer who is doing a little bit of good. And she's made amazing progress in a little bit of time. Okay, so you're going to break this off into, lightly knead into a smooth ball. Well, there we go. Okay, so here's the ball. Oops. There we go. All right, it's got kind of a pretty look to it. And then you're just going to roll each ball into a stick. So this is the first time I've actually tried it, and I thought it was good. My husband loves garlic breadsticks. They used to call him the sandwich guy on the boat, so he was a bread person. So when we went to keto, it was a little tough for him. Not as tough for me though, and I don't miss the carbs. And honestly, after learning about the sticky lectins that are in wheat, I really don't miss those. But I do sometimes like my garlic sticks, so there we go. Here's one. And you want to make sure you have a good amount of grease, which as you can see, I really coated that pan. Because you don't want it sticking. Almond flour is a little different than your typical wheat flour. And of course, that's what you wanted in it. But the behavior is just a little bit different. So treat them a little differently. So we'll see how this goes. So where is everybody watching from, and how is the weather where you're at? Okay, there is another one. Not sure if I got these exactly even, but I guess it doesn't matter when they go in your stomach, does it? Hi, Sarah. Thank you. I love your videos too. I watched one of yours this morning. Wonderful. Actually, I want that candy recipe, by the way. And next week, I am going to be doing Yule log, and it's keto, so pray for me because I have not done this before. And chocolate mint chocolate mint bread. Yes, that dropped. Okay. But we got it. Okay, last one. Let's see if I can do this over the bowl instead of making a mess. So anyway, yeah, and this stays together pretty well, but like I said, make sure the cheese is at room temperature. And I had the egg out for a while too, so sometimes that makes a difference in how it all goes together. Just a thought. Now this mozzarella cheese is going to melt in here. And you're only going to cook it for about 6 to 8 minutes on 440 degrees. So, I think this little oven will be perfect for that. I do love my little ovens for that. Okay, so we're going to go to like 6 to 8 minutes. So I want to thank everyone for watching, sharing. Thank you, Sarah, participating, commenting. It always helps me so much. I appreciate you guys. Let me know if there's anything particular you'd like me to try. Angela has mentioned a recipe for keto oatmeal, so I'm going to do a search for that. But I'm going to get through the keto log and the chocolate mint bread next week, and then we'll try maybe an oatmeal cookie. Thank you, Sarah. Hey guys. All right. Thank you for all the loves and the wows. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. You guys, love you all. Bye-bye.